I have made it to 1 year with InvestEngine, and I'm going to show you my full results of the year and what I really think about InvestEngine and how good of a platform it actually is. Hi, this is Mosh. I'm an amateur trader and investor, and if you're not subscribed to my channel, which about 80% you are not, definitely subscribe because it really does help the channel, and give this video a like if it does help you in any way. I have been doing monthly videos in InvestEngine since March 2021. We're now into March 2022. So today is a yearly update. The reason why I chose to use InvestEngine because it takes all the stress and hassle out of investing. The buying, the selling, you leave that to someone else, professionals, and they do it all for you. And the really good thing about InvestEngine is if we jump into their website and onto the page, I use the managed portfolio. So they charge a ridiculously low fee of 0.25% annually. So that's for every £100, they're going to charge 25 pence to do all the buying and the selling for you and the rebalancing. So you literally do zero work. In InvestEngine, I've absolutely done nothing for a whole year. I've just put money in there, left it, and see what's happened. They also do have an other option is if you're a bit more confident investor, you can do it yourself where they have zero fees. Now let's jump into my portfolio because a lot has happened. We've had the January sell-off, a massive sell-off in January where a lot of growth stocks went into the red, and even the big markets like the S&P 500 were pretty much in the red as well. And we've also had this issue with Ukraine and Russia and a potential war. If we go into my portfolio, it doesn't look amazing, but a lot has happened. So you got to bear that in mind and I'll talk you through it. So it's up 2.46%. Always focus on the percentage. Don't worry about the value. For me, I was just testing them out for a year and see how well they would have done. You can see on this, I started in March 18, 2021. Now, its highest point was around November time, where it was just over 11%. Now we got to March the 2nd, and it's up 2.46%. Because remember, we've had a massive sell-off and we've had tension, war, we've had inflation, a lot of crazy stuff is happening. One really good thing I love about InvestEngine is they base it around ETFs. ETFs are basically a basket of shares. So if I look at my allocation, you can see 83.1% is in equities. And if we talk about the S&P 500, so you can see Xtracker's S&P 500. If I click on that, that tracks the 500 biggest US stocks. And I can't believe how well InvestEngine has done because my InvestEngine portfolio is 2.46%. And I think there's a couple of reasons why. Because if we go back onto my allocations, the S&P 500, you're just based in the US. The top 500 companies in the US. So anything that happens in the US, a bad economy, high inflation, whatever it may be, is going to affect the S&P 500. Whereas if you look at my allocation, you can see I've got the NASDAQ 100, the World Small Cap. So the World Small Cap is basically small size companies in developed equity markets. So all around the world, you've got the MSCI World. So it's 23 developed countries and your risk is spread out. That does not mean it's completely riskless because when it comes to investing, your capital is always at risk. So you're diversifying your portfolio massively because all of these are ETFs. So these have hundreds or thousands of companies in there, and then you're based all around the world. So you're not going to get crazy returns like some people have, like 50, 60, 100%. You get modest returns because I think personally the risk is very, very low when it comes to investing in ETFs, and you spread out the ETFs all around the world. And they also have some allocation in bonds, which is basic government debt, and alternatives. So iShares physical gold, and gold is doing very well at the moment. Now you can also go into the analytics section and it tells you the weighting of the equities. So for example, just under 50% is in North America, US. I've got around 13% in Europe, excluding the UK. Emerging markets, so that's countries like India, China, places like that, is 6.5%, 5% in the UK. Asia, excluding Japan, is 4.9%. Japan, the rest of the world. So you can see 7 regions in the world. So your risk is massively spread out. You can also check by sectors, what sector you're in and they've invested the money in. One thing also I want to show you is, which I've not really talked about in my previous videos when I done InvestEngine, is actually the dividend payments that you get. from being invested in these ETFs. So you can see the fee that they've charged pretty much every month is like 4 pence, but I'm getting paid dividends. So that dividend payment has basically made up a lot of the months of the annual fees anyway. Another thing to bear in mind is it's still better than what the banks are offering you. Most banks are offering you 1% in savings accounts, maximum 2%. But that 2%, you'll have to leave the money in there for 5 years, which is a very long time. Whereas when it comes to investing, you can take your money out at any point. So when it was up just over 11% in November, I could have took all that money out or just took the profits out and left the rest in there. And the best thing of all is InvestEngine will give you £25 welcome bonus if you use the link in my description box below. And you only get it with that link. Sign up and deposit a minimum of £100 and you'll get that £25 welcome bonus. Just be aware you have to leave the money in there for at least 12 months. Otherwise, you'll have to give that welcome bonus back. I personally think it's overall fantastic, and this is up 2.46%. For me, that has brought me a lot of confidence to put a lot more money into InvestEngine, because for me, this year was just a trial just to see how well they do. And I've shared my results with you guys. So I think definitely give it a go, especially if you're new to investing and you're not that confident and you want someone else to do all the work. So you're doing none of the research, no hassle, no stress. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll always be the guinea pig to test and try things to show you guys so you can make the best informed decision for yourself when it comes to your investing and finance.